What's up, everybody? Today, I'm going to show you a few colognes that you can get that will cover every genre, and you won't have to make the same mistake that I made, spending $250 to $300 to even $400 a couple of times. You don't have to spend that much money to smell good. It took me a while to learn that lesson, but when I did, I stopped buying all those Chanel's, Creeds, Parfum de Marley's, trying to keep up with the Joneses. I ran into a cat one day that was wearing something, and I asked him, I was like, "Say, bro, what are you wearing, man? That smells good." He told me he picked up a $40 fragrance from Marshall's, and it smelled better than anything I had spent up to $400 on. So, with that being said, I learned a valuable lesson. If you get 8 to 9, maybe 10 bottles of cologne, get you a little round table and put that on there, and it covers all your freshies, all your sweet date nights, all your anytime wearing fragrances, all of your old school. You got to keep one of them old schools like Polo Green or the regular Paco Rabanne. I think I have that one somewhere. Yeah, this one right here. For you old cats, get that old school Paco Rabanne. Young cats can wear this too. A lot of people say this smells like your granddad's cologne. It just smells like a barbershop. Anybody who's familiar with going into a barbershop, that first initial smell you get from that barbershop, that shaving cream and just all the different stuff that they use in a barbershop, you get this. And you get a little bit of sweetness. It's a green fragrance, but all you cats that's up in age, like this one a little too beyond me. I think this one came out like in 76 or something like that. I could be wrong, but it's still, you can still pull this off for you older cats like up in my range. I got another one for y'all. The older cats, old school, the regular Versace. The regular Versace, the first one by Gianni Versace. That's his fragrance right here. It start off like smelling like your dad, but then I say it after 45 minutes. It takes it a while because this thing lasts like 3 days with 4 squirts. It takes that old man smell. I hate to say that. It takes a while for that to go away, but after like 45 minutes, under an hour, it gets sweet and modern. That's what's so crazy about this one. So if you're going out, if you're a younger guy, you're going out, you spray 4 of it, it's powerful. So do 1, 2, 1 down your chest, and probably 1 in the back. Leave that sillage when you're walking. But this one right here is Gianni Versace's first fragrance. It starts off like the year that it was created. I think it was the early 80s or something. And it gets modern on you like under an hour. It starts smelling sweet, and you try to remember what you sprayed on. I sprayed this on one day, and I think I went out shopping and sprayed my arm again when I was gonna try another fragrance, but I had already had something on this hand. It was that Gianni Versace's first fragrance, man. It got sweet on me and started smelling good, powdery sweet. Got compliments just by spraying it on my hand. I got compliments on this. So old school cats, there you go. All right. Now I'm gonna move to the fragrances that I said you can own without spending sometimes without spending $100, $200-$300 fragrances you can smell just like it or better. I'm gonna hit you with this first. If you like a holiday type of scent, seasonal smell when it's cold, you want something that's gonna stand out and hold up, this is the go-to right here. This is the go-to right here. Burberry London. Burberry London is a sweet cinnamon. It's a cinnamony gingerbread type of smell in this thing right here. Smells good, lasts long. What else can you ask? Cold weather, holiday season, perfect right here. Burberry London. To me, this is the top dog as far as if you want to be in that holiday season feel. Now, another holiday seasonal fragrance is Spice Bomb Extreme. Just like this one, nice, rich, sweet cinnamon scent, but this one is Victor and Rolf's Spice Bomb Extreme. So this one is a great date night, cold weather fragrance, and seasonal, like the Burberry I just showed you. But this one is $99, $100 plus sometimes, because it's a classic. It has every right to be that price, I'm telling you. I've had this bottle for almost 2 years, and I don't know if you can see that level in that bottle, but it's about right there after 2 years almost. Because one down the chest is over for the whole day. You already got it done. Spice Bomb Extreme. Run you about $99, sometimes a little bit over $100, but grab this one. You won't need a bunch of other colognes that smell close to this one. If you just want a nice collection, a nice solid collection, you can have some cheapies in there, but if you want to get just like the top dog where you won't have to spend any more money in the next 2 or 2.5 years, there you go right there, Spice Bomb Extreme. That covers your holiday, thick, rich, sweet cinnamon fragrances right there. And another one, if you don't want to go that right, you want to get that holiday season, that cinnamon smell, something that's going to last long and not going to break the bank. Versace Flame. There you go right there. Now, $100, or if you want to get both. This one was $60 because I got it like when it first came out. This is, I don't even think, this is not the entire 3.4 ounce. This is like a 1.7 ounce bottle, or maybe 2.4. This is a 2.4 or 2.6, something like that, and it was $70. You get a big one, you get a 3.4 ounce like this one is, you're gonna pay $100. But if you just want an alternative, but that was when I think when it first came out. Now you can get this $55. Probably a 2.6 ounce, $55. So you can make a choice to build your little collection without having to get, like myself, 500, 600, 700 bottles of cologne, and only wind up using about 10 of them. So here you go. There you go right there. Spice Bomb or Versace Flame. $100, $50. You get either one of those or both. Date night, holiday season. You're still in that same genre. And these are choices. You can either get them all, or you can just get either one of these and it'll fit date night, cold season, holiday season. It fits it. So you can either get the 4 that I showed you, or the 5 that I showed you, or you can just, besides the Versace, I left that for the old school cats. Now I'm into the present time and the younger crowd. So if you want to go with holiday season like the Burberry and the Spice Bomb, get this one. $55. But when it first came out, it was in the hundreds. I waited. It went down to like $55. Azzaro Wanted by Night is the bomb. Can't go wrong with this one. This is my personal choice if I didn't have the other ones that I just showed you. Alright, I'm going to bounce back to the old school cats again. I forgot about the Eternity. I don't know a person that's from my era that don't like Eternity. This is that one you smell when you go into a Dillard's or Macy's, or even back in the days they had a store called Foley's. It was like the Lord and Taylor's and all that. You smell this one right here. This is the one they put on that shelf to make sure it's going to stop you, catch your nose, and make you spend some money. That Eternity. Everybody know about this one. But if you're a younger guy and you don't really cut for that regular Eternity, the original OG, They got one for y'all too. This is Eternity Flame by Calvin Klein. Eternity Flame. Same bottle. Old school. Or younger guys can pull this off. They just don't want to take that chance. New school. Old school Eternity, new school Eternity. Now you building your collection up, you ain't really spent a bunch of money because these are not very expensive. I think in the $40 range. Now, you like a tobacco fragrance, you like that, you're starting to get into fragrances and you hear people talking about that rich tobacco smell and compliments and all that, they're not lying. I'm going to start you off with the shop. Sweet tobacco. Younger crowd, straight up right here. The reason why I say that is because I sprayed this on. I love that tobacco smell, but it was sweet. So it's a really sweet tobacco bomb of a fragrance. I have 3 bottles of it. 3 bottles. I've had it for a long time. It only takes 1, 2. Smell this thing all day. Well, I take that back. The performance is not a beast mode performance, but it'll last. A lot of people say that this didn't have staying power. I've sprayed it on and went and worked a 12-hour shift and still smell it when I got off. So to each his own. I spray it on my clothes. The smart thing to do for something that people say don't last long, if you hit your neck a couple of times, your skin, spray it on your clothes too. You get a lot better, you get better performance out of it that way, let's just say. All right, now going to the more sophisticated, refined leather fragrance. We're on leather. This one is a leather tobacco, but it has leather in it. If you want a harder leather, this is too sweet for you. OGs, old school dudes like myself, that's too sweet. You like that tobacco, rich, sweet tobacco, but it's too sweet? There you go right there. Ben Sherman Signature. Ben Sherman Signature. Hold on where y'all can see that. But this one, strong leather, straight up, like going to the store and buying a leather jacket that was maybe wrapped up and when that smell was bottled all up and when you open that bag, just smell nothing but leather. That's this right here. Straight up leather, got a little tobacco in it, so you get both of the fragrances that you like, tobacco and leather. Best of both worlds right here. Guess how much? $20. Ben Sherman Signature. Smells like it should cost $400. Now, if anybody's watching this that has tried this, know what I'm talking about, you can bag me up. This thing don't smell like it's $20 a bottle. I tried to find another one because I'm thinking it's a typo on the price. Or this guy may see how much he's selling and change it and throw this up to $80, $90, $100. $20, man, this thing smells niche level. Niche level. Ben Sherman. Perfect for the holiday, perfect for colder weather, perfect for any time that you want to smell like leather. You're in a situation where some tough guys around or something, or think they tough with the leather jackets and the tats and all that. Right here. All right. Now, if you like leather and you don't want that hard-hitting leather, or you don't want that leather, that sweet leather that's in shop, go right here to Polo Supreme Leather. It's a sweet yet refined leather like this one. So if you took these with the sweet tobacco, a little bit of leather, and the hard-hitting leather right here, the Ben Sherman, this is what you get. Polo Supreme Leather. This is it right here. You can wear this dressed up, holiday, date, cold night, fall. If you go summer, it's going to be kind of thick, so just 2 pops on the neck right there. Polo Supreme Leather. Now, it may seem like we went through a bunch of bottles of cologne so far, and you said build a small collection. Yeah, this is a small collection because you want to cover all genres. Now, we're into the thick, sweet leather tobacco. So, Polo Supreme. Now, if you don't really like that sweet, rich, all the things I just named, the thickness and fragrances, you can go to your other genre, the blue. Gotta cover the blues. Any collection has to have a blue in it to be complete. Polo blue is the way to go. Old school, new school, everybody likes this one. This is the bomb. Sweet, straight up fragrance that nobody can deny. Got a bunch of fingerprints on there. Nobody can deny this smells good. Wear this in the summertime, nothing but compliments. Polo blue. Don't have to say much about it. Now we get into your blue genre. You don't really want to go with that polo blue. It's too old school for you. You're a younger guy. Here you go right here. Mano Fresh. Versace Mano Fresh. Can't mistake this bottle. Grapefruit, lime, sea salt. This thing is perfect for summer. If you're on the beach, breeze is blowing, you got your t-shirt on or no shirt. Hit yourself twice with this one. Lasts a good summer day. This is a beautiful scent. Versace Mano Fresh. 50 bucks. 50 bucks. See, you're building a collection without spending hundreds of dollars on one fragrance. Now, we're in the blues. They got other blues that you could get, like this one. Those are more aquatic blues. This one is your Dolce & Gabbana Fresh. I say blues, but blue and fresh to me are almost in the same category. Not quite, because they got some sweet blues, but fresh, you're in your freshy genre. Here you go. Dolce & Gabbana light blue for men. The regular EDT. If you're in the hot season, this don't have a performance problem. If it gets kind of cool, then you start losing the performance with this one. Gotta carry this little bottle, spray it around. That's why I got a little one like this to tap myself every now and then when it starts to get weak. Reapply. Dolce & Gabbana light blue for men EDT. 45, 50 bucks. See? You're not breaking the bank on these fragrances. Now let's go to the powdery. If you like that fresh but powdery sweet, you still want to stay in that freshy era, but fresh, powdery, sweet, and a little bit of aquatic, you go with Dolce & Gabbana K, the EDT. I'm saying EDT, but I know the EDP is better, but I haven't been able to catch it. So 55 bucks right here for, this is not a 3.4. I think this is another 2.4 or 2.6. It's 50, 60 bucks, but it's worth it. I got two just like this, the same size, and they last me. Got that nice cinnamon. It's in between fresh and sweet and powdery. It's got all those notes that younger crowd looks for. Here you go right here. Dolce & Gabbana K EDT. All right. Now, another genre you want to get into, you want to have something for your date nights. You got to have a date night fragrance for your collection to be complete. Remember, you got about 10, 15 bottles maximum to cover everything. So you got to have one or two in there for your date night. Dolce & Gabbana, the one EDT. You can go EDP. I just don't have the EDP. I have the EDT. A couple of bottles of these. About 2 years I've had these, and that's where the level is. Granted, I don't have the other bottle, but both of them are this same level. So to be fair, I hadn't had the same bottle. I've hit different bottles, so they're both at this level. So people say this doesn't have performance, but if you wear it in the right situation or for the right occasion, it does have performance, because this is not a club scent. This is not one that you want to go and stand out in different, in some environment. You want to be the standout beast mode projection type. This ain't for that. This is for a date, close-up, intimate moment. A lady hugs you, smells your neck type of fragrance. Because this thing is not going to stand out unless you just empty this bottle. But each side of your neck, down your chest, on the back of your neck, for a date night, which was specifically what this was created for to me. I think they created this just for a close-up, intimate situation because that's what it's perfect for. So guys, get this one. Right now, $50. Right now, $50. This is not the full-size bottle. This falls into that, I believe, 2.6 ounce range too. So $50. I have two of them. $50. One bottle is all it takes. That's your date night. If you want to stay in your date night range, you want that cold season date night, number one banger of all times, you're going to go right here. Jean Paul Gaultier. You're going to spend $100, but remember, you want to build a collection you could be satisfied with and you won't have to shop anymore. Right here. Jean Paul Gaultier, Le Male Le Parfum. This is not the original. I got the old school. I got the original. But this is the Le Parfum version. So in other words, this is a modern version to this. This one is still the bomb to me. A lot of people say it smells like an old man because every person on earth has this. So it doesn't smell like an old man. It smells old because you've smelled it a billion times. And it's a reason that you smell something a billion times because that shit smells good. This is the modern day version of the Le Male. This is the Le Male Le Parfum. Damn, I'm sorry, y'all. These boys out of line with these little peckers on these bottles, man. But I'm going to turn them around so y'all won't see the pecker. Damn, now you're seeing ass. All right, let's turn it back. Le Parfum. I would go both of these guys. Go and build that strong collection, man. Go and get this one and that one. Because I can't rate this one out because it's too much of a classic. But this one is a must-have. Must-have. Number one, right here. Get this one for your date night. I ain't going to go into the notes, but it's a kind of a vanillic, I would say, has a little bit of touch of iris that you probably can't even notice unless you know what iris smells like. Sweet, date night, modern fragrance. This one is powdery, sweet, good for dates. But most people going to run to this one over this one. But I say get them both, guys. Go ahead and have a classic in your collection, man. But this one is a must-have. Get this one. Jean Paul Gaultier, Le Male Le Parfum. Everything that smells good is in here. Put it like that. You get the ginger, you get the, I believe you have vanilla, leather, all that is in here. Amber. All right. This one is good, but you could get that one or leave this one out. You still have a strong collection, but if you want a classic, just go ahead and add this one. The next one I would say is Ultramel. JPG, Jean Paul Gaultier Ultramel. This is the bomb. Pear, cedar, vanilla. Ah, man. I think it's like black vanilla in this one. But sweet, date night, holiday season, cover all your genres. I wouldn't go formal with it. You wear a suit and put this on, they're going to be like, damn, does he mean business or does he want to party? That's what you're going to smell like. Jean Paul Gaultier Ultramel. Go and throw that in. Yeah, $100. $100, but you're building a badass collection, remember? Don't build your collection without this one, guys. Paco Rabanne, 1 million. This is the EDT. The best to me. I've smelled them all, but this is the only bottle I own, so that tells you something. All right? Gonna put this in there. Yeah, it's gonna hit you up for a little bit more, but you know what? It's better to buy this for $100 than to go out there and spend. I think I bought a Rolls Royce with the amount of fragrances that I have. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I put this over some of my $300 ones. So don't build your collection without this one. Make sure that's the first thing she see when she walk in the room. That gold bottle right there, man. Oh, your collection ain't complete. A lady might ask you, do you have 1 million? You don't have 1 million, now you stuck, man. She like 1 million. You got 1 million? There you go. Sweet, amber, cedar. I think it's got leather in it. I'm not sure, but it's the bomb. I know you probably heard about it. You don't need me to preach to you about it, but here you go. That's for your collection. Paco Rabanne 1 million. And you gotta have a dressy fragrance, man. You gotta have something, you know, you can't just party your whole life. You gotta have some serious business situations in your life, man. You got that suit, man. You gotta put that tie on. You can't wear none of them ones I showed you. You know what I'm saying? You don't want none of that thick, rich holiday. Maybe the freshies. Maybe a good business smell will be this one, suit and tie, but with the exception, I don't know. I wouldn't go polo blue either. I would go straight classy. If you're going to go far enough to put a suit on, you might as well go the whole mile. Yves Saint Laurent, La Extreme, La Intense, I'm sorry. Yves Saint Laurent, La Intense. All right? YSL, La Intense. Go ahead. Like I said, it's going to be a few in here. You're going to spend that $100. This is $120. But worth it. I've had this thing 2 years. Now remember, when you buy something like this, it's not going to be an everyday fragrance. So it's going to stay on your shelf a long time. And that will be the only fragrance you would have to own for your business attire. You can just buy this one bottle and won't have to buy any other of the ones they're hyping up about this is a good office scent and all that bullshit. Get this one. This is a good office scent. And it can slash as a date night scent. So now you looking good. You got your suit and tie on. You smell good. Now you can go on a date. Take that tie off, loosen your collar, and have this on still. Fit right in. Got that jacket, your shirt. Still classy, still smell classy. Telling you, man. Telling y'all how to be fly with just 15 to 20 or maybe 10 fragrances, man. You ain't gotta, and you still got your money. You ain't bought a Rolls Royce like I have, 700 bottles of fragrances and all that. You just got a few now, all right? Your classy dress up right here. Remember, guys, YSL Intense. Don't be persuaded by all these people talking about, man, you got to get the other YSL. That one smell like this. Nah, man. This is the top dog YSL right here. Not always available, sold out a lot. That tells you something. Guys, I'm going to leave it at that, man. It's a long-ass video, almost 30 minutes. But now, you have built a collection. You spend, at maximum, $300. You spent $300, maybe $400, and you have a nice 10 to 20 bottle collection sitting in a corner on a little table that you can just go. That's how I started off my collection, and I should have left it that way. With 20 fragrances that covered everything. I started getting into them interview videos. I started listening to people, man, you got to get this other one. They got a flanker of this. They got a flanker of that. Man, and I went out there and I just bought a Rolls Royce without having a Rolls Royce. Spending that money, trying to keep up with that cycle, trying to keep up with the Joneses, trying to be in the loop, man. Some of these fragrances I have probably have spider web on them, man. Being for real with you, man. Powder, dust, spiderweb is all on half of my collection. This collection you see behind me are the ones I will grab. The rest of them, man, I got a wall full in the basement. I have another one sitting over here. Man, look, you don't even have to do all that. I'm just being real with y'all, man. I'm trying to save y'all money like I wish I could have. You don't have to spend that money and get all those fragrances. The ones I showed you, do your research on them. And man, I guarantee you, man, you will not have to buy another fragrance. You're just going to impulse shop like I did. You're going to go outside of that 20 bottle range It's going to go to 30, 40, 50. Next thing you know, you got 100. Then you're hearing about people that got more than you. You want to match that. Next thing you know, you got an explosion of bottles that you can't even keep up with. And the ones I've showed you are the ones you should have for any strong collection or any strong your little section in your room that you just want fragrances. It don't even have to be a collection. Just get some that you like. 5, 6 bottles out of everything I showed you, you already got everything covered. Average fragrance guy, I'm out.